present the case of Majlis Peguam Malaysia against Lim Yin in 2018 ML0986. Let's see the case.
Hi, Miss Lim.
Hi.
Sorry for calling without calling you first.
It's okay. Please have a seat.
I just checked with the agent and they said the payment hasn't been made yet, but I have transferred the 150,000 ringgit to your account yesterday. Is there something wrong?
First of all, sorry, miss. I did something that I shouldn't have done. Seriously, not with any bad intention, but I was so desperate, miss. I used part of your money, 150,000 ringgit you sent, but it was just temporarily, miss.
Use? Wait, what do you mean you used my money?
Miss, relax first, miss. It's the house where I grew up with my parents and it's being auctioned off, miss. I really need that house and I used part of your money to pay the loan back, miss. I promise I will pay it back to you by this 29 December or by this in a short of time, miss. Please, miss.
Wait, so you used my money, the money that I trusted you with, to fix your personal problems?
Miss, I didn't know what else to do, miss. Miss.
No. You don't realize how serious this is, right? That money was for my property purchase. I could lose the deal and it's not just some favor between friends. You are my lawyer.
I know, miss, but I'm truly sorry. I just wanted to save my family. We are really desperate right now. Just give me a few days to settle this.
Slim, I trusted you. But this is a huge breach of trust. This is so unprofessional and I have to report this.
Miss, I don't understand. I didn't thought this would end up like this.
Now let's see what happened to Lim Yin in Court of Appeal.
Tahu tak awak buat salah apa? Awak sedar tak salah awak ni besar? Tapi dengan ini, mahkamah membenarkan rayuan Majlis Peguam Malaysia mengetepikan perintah Mahkamah Tinggi dan memulihkan perintah asal lembaga tata tertib untuk menyingkirkan responden daripada senarai peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi.
In the end, lawyer Lim Yin was struck off of the role. Now, this curious group of students want to discuss about this case.
Hai korang tengah cakap pasal apa ni?
Hai, kita orang tengah cakap pasal kes Lim Yin yang breach of fiduciary duties.
Oh, kes tu ke yang lawyer guna duit klien?
Betul.
Lagi satu, tak silap I kan, kalau under Legal Profession Act dengan solicitor kami, once you dah breach fiduciary duties tu, dia tu kira berat jugalah, especially kalau libat duit klien.
Betul, sebab court kata dia bukannya breach fiduciary duties je, tapi dia breach trust dengan breach undertaking juga. Sebab stakeholder mana boleh simply ambil duit klien unless ada consent kan?
Wah, quite teruk juga dia guna alasan family problem. Tapi kan bukan ke profession ni totally based on trust. Kalau satu lawyer buat macam tu, what's stopping others from buat benda sama? I think in this case, right, the High Court tu sympathetic sikit lah. They admitted what she did was wrong. But the High Court believed there was no dishonesty by her. So, because she was struggling with personal and family problems and made a bad call and later paid back the money back. So, instead of dragging her off, they give just 3 years suspension.
Betul.
Tapi benda ni dekat High Court kan, tak silap I dekat Court of Appeal lain pula cerita dia.
Betul. Sebenarnya dekat Court of Appeal dia cakap something pasal sorry personal problem tak boleh nak justify misusing client money lah. Sebab even if there was no dishonesty, tapi dia still ada deliberate and calculated breach of trust. Sebab kat dalam kes ni memang nampak clear lah yang it's not just about punishing her, tapi dia nak tunjukkan a strong message yang dekat ada lawyers pun yang dia akan kena struck off the role lah macam tu.
Wah, Court of Appeal quite strict juga Sekejap, let me call my friends and ask about this case.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hi man.
Hi. Thank you so much guys. I didn't expect korang akan buat Google Meet instead of call. So yeah, I really appreciate this a lot. So guys, I called just now just want to ask about the case of Lim Yin In against Majlis Peguam Negara. I discussed this case just now with Afiq and Zulia, and yeah, they gave some of their opinions about the court decision, fact of the case. So I thought, why not I ask you guys about the opinion of the case? So, Amnan, do you have any opinion on the legal principles from the case?
So for legal principle, basically I ada prepare some slide. Wait So there, Marina, there is a lot of legal implication and legal next legal principle. So first of all, we can go through the provisions used in this case, which is where the respondent was found to have misappropriated RM850,000 ringgit, which was held in a client account in her capacity as a stakeholder. So this act constitutes a serious breach of trust reposed in her as a solicitor and a stakeholder. So this act actually violated Section 94 Clause 3 of the LPA, which defines misconducts to include any dishonorable conduct or breach of fiduciary duty. It also contravened with Rule 3 and Rule 7 of the SAR 1990, which stipulate that client monies must be kept in a designated client account and may only be withdrawn for authorized purposes. So, in the case of Majlis Peguam Malaysia against Aniza binti Abdul Aziz, the council did not return back around RM20,000 of the client's money, and the disciplinary board struck her off the roll. Next, Section 1410 Clause 3 of the Rules and Ruling of the Bar Council, a solicitor acting as a stakeholder for two or more parties must strictly adhere to the terms of the stakeholding at all times. No money or document held by solicitor as stakeholder shall be released, utilized, applied, or otherwise dealt. A lawyer utilizing a client's money is clearly a breach of his regulations, of these regulations, as such amounts to a breach of duty which may lead to the lawyer and law firm facing disciplinary action and getting their license revoked by the Malaysian Bar. So in this Lim Yin Yin case, the court emphasized that even in the absence of dishonesty, a lawyer who has fallen below the expected standards of integrity, probity, and trustworthiness may face the most severe disciplinary actions. So I have prepared some case, which is English and Singaporean case, which is Bolton against Law Society and Law Society of Singapore against Ravindra Samuel, where the courts recognise that lack of honesty of trustworthiness justifies removal from the provision. So this case supported the principle from the earlier cases. So next we're going to look at Section 165 of the Contract Act, where it means that lawyer must act with reasonable skill and diligence in the performance of his duties as an agent. So in the case of Datuk MKVS against and another against Bar Council, stakeholder breaches are not just breaches of undertakings but also breaches of trust. When a lawyer holds a client money, automatically he is considered as an agent. So Marina, looking back at the current case, Lim Yin Yin, who is the lawyer, should have acted with due diligence once she helped the client money. Due to the misuse of money, she breached Section 165 of the Contract Act as an agent and a stakeholder. So, all in all, this case serves as a strong reminder that the legal professions demands high ethical standards. Misuse of clients' funds, even under personal hardship, constitute a grave breach. So, that's the legal principle for this case, Marina.
Wow, that's nice, Amna. You gave a lot of insight of yours about the legal implication. So after I listened to you, now I'm a bit curious about what this case might have impacted the people nowadays. So do you guys have any opinion on the impact of the case?
Okay, hi Marina. So let's talk about the impact of the case. So, the first, the first one is reinforcement of fiduciary duties. So, when lawyers handle their clients' money, so they are basically acting like trustees. So that means they have to be honest, loyal, and super careful with the money. So if they mess up with the money even once, it's not a small mistake. So it's a very serious breach of trust. It's like breaking a promise at the highest level. So the next is misconduct even without dishonesty. So now here's something important. A lawyer doesn't have to be caught lying or stealing to get in trouble, even if they didn't mean to cheat. If their actions show they were not careful or honest enough, they can still be struck off. Some excuse like, "Oh, I had personal problems," the court still don't care about the excuse. So when it comes to the duty, this excuse doesn't matter. So the next one is never mess with client money. So the most important lesson in this case, never ever use your client's money for any reason, not even if you plan to pay it back. So using it for personal reason is a very serious mistake, and no excuse can justify for breaking the rules. So the Court of Appeal support or back the disciplinary board's power, showing that the legal profession can set and enforce its own standard. So this case is now an important reference for legal ethics. It reminds lawyers to take their responsibilities seriously, especially when dealing with clients' money. So overall, it shows how important it is for lawyers to follow the law and act ethically at all times. Also, I also prepare some cases such Datu M. Keves and other versus Bar Council, Bolton versus Law Society and Re-Petitioner. So basically in this case, it shows that um, even if a lawyer is not dishonest, serious misconduct is still enough to get them struck off, especially if it harms the trust and integrity expected of a lawyer. So if a lawyer action show they lack the right character, the court think that striking them off is the right decision and not just giving the suspension. So suspension or the removal from bar still can send a strong message to other lawyers out there to always follow the rule and be ethical, especially when dealing with client money. So this case clearly show that the lawyers must always act with honesty and integrity.
Wow, this case is a big lesson after I hear from you guys, and I hope after this case the lawyers will take this as a lesson and they won't like misuse their client money, especially for their own reason. Thank you a lot, guys. The insight from you guys are very useful, and now I get a clear picture of the case. Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
All right.
no problem.
Okay, guys.
Finally, Marina feel relieved after she got the good insight of the case.